You may have an Aries placement in your chart here, but this reading is for my Tauruses, right? So all my Taurus, Sun, Moon, Risings, this is your tarot card reading. So show me Taurus, show me Taurus, show me Taurus. We're gonna get right into it for you. So this is the eclipse. You have the Aries eclipse, coming up on Saturday. I don't know why. You could have a strong Aries placement in your chart. I don't know why I felt like I was reading for Aries and I knew this was the Taurus reading, but you could have a strong Aries placement in your chart. So if you do, make sure you go head over to the channel and check out the Aries reading for this week. It'll be significant. It's funny, you guys see that camera, me catching cards, my legs, and things like that. Yeah. So Taurus, how you guys feeling? What's it looking like? You know what I'm saying? How you feeling? How you thinking? How's the mindset? It feels really clean slate. It's clean slated around how was the full moon for you? You know, let us know how was that week kind of dying down for you, kind of exhausting the energies, right? Let's take a look. We're using our fresh, since the solstice, we're using our fresh thought deck here, brand spanking new, so it's obviously real to shuffle, Taurus, you know what I'm saying, real pleasurable, real nice in the hands and things like that. So I see the 10 of Cups, I see the 8 of Pentacles that Scorpio had as well. What are you working on? Are you spending time working on something or spending time cultivating? We see the Princess of Wands, something coming to be, a manifestation coming to be from passion, motivation, or desire. You manifesting something through passion, through someone that you're passionate about. Right here, underlining theme, we do have the happiness, 9 of Cups, Piscean energy. We did just leave Pisces season. Happy solar return to my Pisces. It's really happy solar return to all my Aries now, and things of that nature. But let's not forget the most important card. Most important part, Triple Three Star, was you. First card coming out for your reading here, right, you got is the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups is a dope card. That is all about luxury, guys. Right? This talks about luxury. This also talks about in Rider Waite, it talks about, you know, leaving the cups that no longer serve you behind. It's really similar to 8. You know, 4, you know, corresponds to 8 as well. You know, doubling up to 8. 4 is actually a masculine number. It adds up to 7. It's still an individual number, so it's important for you to understand what individually fulfills you and what doesn't. You may be doing things for the sake of others, and that's where that 4 of Cups may feel draining compared to luxurious. Okay, but for a lot of us, doing things for the sake of others, being of service, kind of like this, you know, readings and stuff like that, this brings me a level of fulfillment because it's in alignment to me, though, to myself. There's reasons that I do tarot that fulfills my own sake, and that I don't do it for external validation and things of that nature. So I know it's something that can bring that, but I don't do it for that. So that's the difference with that 4 of Cups luxury energy, right? To where you can be of service and you're fulfilled by being of service, right? But some people are of service where they don't want to be of service, and it's very emotionally draining on them. So that's where that 4 of Cups may be, okay, falling back from that area of fulfillment and actually stepping into the things that do fulfill you, right? I like that. I think, Taurus, you made a decision to move forward with luxury and say, listen, I want something that works. I want something that's nice. I want something that's pleasurable. Yeah, luxury. That's on my mind. And that's it. Right here. In your current energy, we got a 10 of Swords. This is a ruin card. And I think this is... I think you're done. I think you're stopping the overthinking, which is good. In your current energy, you're no longer ruining yourself. You're no longer biting your own tail, biting your own ass, sabotaging yourself to where you're overthinking, and then the overthinking gets you out of this zone. No. I'm seeing the 10 of Swords like, hey, I don't need to overthink anymore because I know what's good. I have the result, I have the answer, and I know what to do with it. So get it done. That's it. Like, there's not much to overthink. If you want it, you do it. If you don't, you don't. Right? And that's really it. I like that. See, your perspective is changing. Your whole perception of the world and how you kind of look at things, your whole worldly outlook right now is changing. significantly. Your environment, how you look at your environment, how you may look at travel, how you may look at local travel, whether it's driving or international travel, foreign travel, things of that nature, flying, it's changing, right? Because you're understanding the depths of the world. You're understanding what the world has to offer for you. So it's kind of, it flipped your perception upside down, and that's okay, right? There's no need to get intimidated here by your perception changing. I think that's something that you've held back or may have been scared to, just based upon accepting whether it's going to be pleasurable, whether people will accept you or accept what you're doing. And it's not about acceptance. Do you want to, like, I don't think that's, people do things to be accepted, but, you won't be accepted by everyone anyway. So you kind of have to, people will always have their own discrepancies in their own perception of what you do, right? And they may justify looking at what you do as wrong, however that is, right? But that's their own life and that's their own projection. That has nothing to do with you, and it's important for you to understand that people can project based upon their own life circumstances, and for you, you're understanding your life circumstances, how you've been projecting, and how you may want to introduce a change to that perception, based upon maybe how you've been projecting or how you see your limitation, maybe through friend groups, your local friends, and your online social media, your social network. You're seeing the possibilities, and you may be seeing the limitation of your friends, and maybe the possibilities through your social media, or maybe the limitation through social media, maybe the possibility through your friends, whatever it may be, right? It's changing that perspective for you to see, okay, damn, it's challenging your mindset, it's challenging your beliefs, right? Ooh, Aries, we see you may have a very very strong Aries placement. Taurus, the group of collective Taurians I'm reading for may have a very strong Emperor placement, or this transit in this new moon is going to be significant for you. It's going to seem like an obstacle, but that energy is right here showing up for you in position 4. It's a very powerful new moon for you based upon this energy that you have. But for you, in position 4, it's in your Earth position as well. Obstacles to overcome. Your mindset. You're shifting your understanding. It's your stability. Taurus, you're fixated Earth. You're fixated because of your forms of understanding. You're only fixated because of your mindset. But right now, your mindset's shifting. So you're naturally, how you look at the world and how you look at your foundation is shifting. How your forms of understanding is shifting, right? And it may be due to the work, right? It's an obstacle because it's asking you to take responsibility at a new level. The Emperor is someone who takes conscious action, who kind of knows what they want out of life. The Emperor is that entrepreneur. It's that one who steps out and steps beyond the boundaries, that breaks the boundary, right? The Emperor is that position, that boss at your work, that's in that position that you may want to be in, that you're working towards, right? The boss, it may be that person that you want to pursue, right? And like they are of value to you, right? The Emperor is that, and it's a little challenging, but it is what you want, right? Within others' perspectives, I love that we see the Chariot. Taurus, Scorpio had the Chariot energy as well, in their past, to where that may be corresponding. You may have a significant Cancer placement, or you may have a significant Scorpio placement, or dealing with the Scorpio. So maybe check out the Scorpio reading as well. For you, you're having in position 5, to where others' perspectives, others are looking at you pursuing something that you may be emotionally attached to, or pursuing something that you care for, right? The Chariot is all about moving towards success in the area that fulfills you, right? In the area of that you deem successful, that you want successful. So what area do you want success in? Is it in your relationships? Is it in your love? Is it in your entrepreneurship? Is it in your work? I do see some career stuff. I do see some work stuff. The Chariot, the Cancer energy, may be some love as well, some relationship type stuff as well, right? As the last outcome card coming out for you is the 5 of Cups. There's some change happening. Change is happening towards how you take action. Your ways of motivation and the way you take action is different based upon your routines changing. All right, that's the whole thing here. Your routine's changing, and really the depth. It's the depth of the emotional depth towards how and who you take action with kind of changes. I know I know taking action possibly with this person may be the Emperor. They may be a Martian sign, Aries or Scorpio. That's an obstacle for you to overcome, right? Because it seems like challenging for you, right? And you want to pursue it. The Eight of Swords, best path for you to walk down, communication. You have to become an interference. I think whatever relationship that you're dealing with here, that's an obstacle. You know this person is in a position of authority. Your perspective is changing slowly but surely. This person's in a position of authority, so you kind of want to pursue it, or him or her, right? Be a divine masculine, and you know you need to communicate. So best communicate, because that's the best path for you to walk down. Communicate through your experiences, trips, pleasure, travel, exploration, right? Curiosity, wisdom. Communicate those things, because whatever that is going to help you with this obstacle to overcome. I think this person is very Jupiter-minded. They're very travel-oriented, experience-oriented, abundant-oriented, growth-oriented, right? So as long as you're communicating in forms of growth, and not just communicating it, but showing up and actually acting on it as well, then you will be good. The outcome card shows the change. This is the disappointment. This is no longer being disappointed because you've communicated and ushered in the change. You are the one that takes control of the situation, of the foundation, when you decide to take conscious action over your life, right? If you don't like how something is pursuing, then you have to make the change. If based upon communication that's being said that needs help and that needs to be worked on, then just communicate, because there's no reason for you not to, right? When you should just do that, and it may feel uncomfortable, but it's going to allow for this disappointment to dissolve to where you guys can actually come together as one, okay? Because I'm seeing there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of depth here. But something needs to change, and it's to change in terms of how you communicate, all right? And what you're communicating about, regard. So I'm going to pull the mystery confirmation card. I think this new moon for you, Taurus, learning to plant the seeds towards the right actions, right? It's the right actions, but it's knowing to step it up for yourself, knowing how to assert yourself in the right way, and also knowing how to listen. Like, this is divine feminine energy. I see the Three of Diamonds wanting to pop out here, and this is a lot within your environmental. Three of Pentacles. This could be celebratory energy, practicality. This is positive understanding and celebrational understanding. This could be a new job for some of you guys, or like a raise. Right? This could be communicating this new mindset, right? Understanding how to communicate practicality, what makes sense. Maybe this is you finally learning how to speak about your feelings, right? Or what you want from and out of life. Let's pull a mystery confirmation card for you guys before you go. Hang tight. It's going to give us a confirmation that we need here at the end of the reading. And we're actually just going to split and spread this right here. Three of Hearts at the bottom of the deck. And mystery card that we got is the Seven of Clubs, a fire energy here, guys. Seven of Wands. And this is, Taurus, if you want that spot, you're going to have to fight for it. You have to stand up for yourself, right? You have to stand up for yourself, and you have to stand up for what you want out of life, is what I'm seeing here. For you, with the Seven of Wands, the Wands is, okay, knowing what actions to take. But even though it's hard, what do you want for yourself? What do you want out of life? This is understanding that life goes the way you shape it, right? And this is you coming to the conclusion that you have the responsibility over your life in some way, shape, or form. And however you see that responsibility, you have to assert yourself and take the right actions, right, for the long term. And I think you're realizing what actions you need to take for the long term, for the long haul, because the 7 is an energy of the 4 to where it understands yourself. And when you understand self, you understand what you want to put out, and what you want to shape around you, right? What you want to develop as a form of comfortability around yourself, right? A form of practicality and mental understanding. You start creating the mindset around who you are, right? And then goes into the 7. And the 7, it goes into the understanding of the actions you put in previously and where they lead you in the future. So the 7 is a judgment energy. The 7 is when angels and demons also come into play as well. But the 7 is the higher octave, when you get into that dimension of the 7, 8, and 9th dimension, to where the 7 relays and portrays your ability to perceive the future based upon actions of the past, right? And where are you going in this where have you went wherever you went in the present based upon past actions that you didn't want to go, and where do you want to go in the future, and how and what actions do you need to change in order to get to that future, right? And communication may be important for you to get a better understanding of how or what actions to actually take, whether this is on an individual level, a career level, or for a relationship. As always, I provide life readings. Taurus, hope this gave you clarity. You have a new moon in Aries this Saturday, eclipse. Let me know how you're feeling. Drop a comment down below. This is me planting the seeds. So remember, energy is low. This is time for you to cultivate and plant and initiate here, Taurus, what you want and how you want to move forward. As always, I'm watching from afar. I'm rooting for you. A lot of 4 energy. I think you're repositioning your divine masculine, whether you're a female or a male. You're understanding differently how to assert your energy here, how to be a leader in your own regard, in your own life, in your own dynamic, right? How you lead in your life is different, but whatever the situation is, it's how to lead in your own dynamic here. Because things are changing, things are shifting here for you, Taurus. Stand up for where you want to go and stand up for who you are and what you want out of life. Make sure you're asserting your communication. Make sure you're asserting your experiences and your wisdom, right? And your ability to learn, communicate. Whatever that is here, there's a lot that you have within you that you can communicate and put out there. And that shows a lot of yourself. That shows a lot of you and of your heart and of your mind that people want to see from you and could want to see from you, right? But no one will get to know who you are at your core at that level of depth if you don't communicate who you are, your experiences, what taught you, the wisdom in your life, etc. You're learning how to communicate these things and not actually keep these silence, but to understand and coming into the understanding that these are actually your strengths. The things that you've been through, your hardships, past experiences, past hurts, past benefits, etc. It all shaped you, right? And it's all shaped you to be right in here in this moment. And it was to strengthen your ability to communicate. All right, guys. So with that being said, Taurus, best of luck to you. Watch it from afar. Oh, I'm rooting for you. As always, Dempsey 333. Namo Himalaya. We outie. Let's go.